Like there's no infrastructure set up to like keep things clean. So like even this idea of painting the street, if you go look at Sawyer Street, after a day the footprints are all over it and it looks horrible.
Or just like a planters, you need the watering regular. Otherwise,
you know how long we've sat with dead trees and planters because no one's taking care of it.
Yeah, just look at the planter over there. The police department put over there, all dried up.
Exactly. And these dividers here, they're talking about painting them. If you go past the underpass over there, they've already painted them. They already look like junk because they're all peeling and they're all whatever.
So that's very important.
I think all of this stuff is important to note. These kind of things are very superficial, like painting a memory. And I understand this is just an idea of a concept. It's a work in progress, but again, nothing really substantial that we can say this is what's going to happen yet. We're all in a state of this. So looking at your designs here, we're really trying to figure out how this benefits by adding these, whatever you call them, the curb extensions. So you're saying you're putting a curb extension right here in St. James, which is already crowded by traffic, right? And Madison, and you're putting curb extensions. So now there's also, the bus turns. I don't understand how that's By how long? Like how thick is that you're stopping a couple of steps? Like 2 feet?
So it looks very narrow because it's not that
8 feet thickness this way or 8 feet around this way?
This is definitely 8 feet because of people parking there. And when cars park here, pedestrians tend to stop.
Oh, so you're eliminating parking here?
We are not eliminating any parking here. So the parking is around here. They park after a stop sign, right? And we are only having the space painted for pedestrians because people tend to step into the roadway to wait for the light when there are parking cars here.
Right.
I have a question. That's St. James?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's only one lane there now.
Yeah, one lane
So
going in 2 lanes.
how did you do one lane becoming 2 lanes? How's that feasible?
This part is one, but this part is
They are. So
I see they're not bothering to bring out
they're saying
So in other words, to expand
they're putting this into effect
Is that what you're saying?
as soon as possible. But over there, that picture is what EDC.
But over here, it's just
they're
one
saying
lane.
it's
Both
EDC's
ways.
control.
Oh, so they're not bothering to put in the real picture of what they
So
plan.
there's
Oh, nice.
Over there to the side is the
Let's
secondary.
pretend that the
But
real
valley
thing
is
is
not
not
St.
happening.
James.
Yui
Is this the
is
curve?
the designer, so we're talking about how the design is not really
roadway is
effective.
not changed at all. Like all the traffic conditions are the same. We are not touching any lanes.
Oh, you're not touching, I thought the valley was getting attached to St. James. That's the intent.
Well, you're not.
Oh, this is a near-term improvement project, and this will be finished by this year. And there's a capital
Oh, it's the
project.
near term. Okay.
This is a near-term project, and the longer-term capital is over there on the first floor.
Did you catch that? This is new. This is new term, immediate term, and that is long term.
End of this year, hopefully.
So then, how does that get affected when long term comes in, and then they switch Kimlau to the other side? How does that affect all of the traffic patterns that you have set up this way?
Yeah, we are doing a traffic study, and that's ongoing. And there are a lot of questions will be answered by that. And our current proposals are I will.
Okay, very nice to meet you.
Because we live here in this area, and this crossing from here to here is really not that long. If you just go look at it right now, it's really not that long. So this bump out, which again, I understand you're saying that it doesn't interfere since there are cars parked along here and here, but it goes out further. A car isn't 8 feet across, right? So I just see this is problematic, making these streets smaller.
It's the typical parking lane is 8 feet, and when the car parked, it's blocking the space for sure. And we do design the turn. We have the auto turn work for this intersection, so it's not affecting any traffic.
This is Madison?
No, that's Park Road, no?
Yes, this is
That's Madison.
This
That's
is
Madison.
Madison's
Madison.
very tight. It's already tight already. How could you make it more narrow? You got the buses? You got the M15 bus. You got the M15 bus going through.
This is the security zone. There security zone, right? This is the security gate. And
Down over there, you mean?
yeah, so on this plan, inside the security zone, there's no private vehicles coming in and out, right? And the bus is going north from St. James.
There's always
The bus runs down Madison and then makes a left because it cannot go any further. That's what you're describing. Let's be clear on what you're describing here.
Which bus are you talking about?
The M15 and the M22, they go down Madison Street right now.
Is it they're not going to St. James? I thought that's a regular bus route.
No, you're talking about this one. There's no buses going down the St. James except the M9.
And M15,
Okay, so there's
take
two different M15s. There's the South Ferry one, and then there's the City Hall one. Which one are you talking about?
One is select service, and one is the non-select service.
M15.
One is express to South Ferry. And they also have M15 that only goes as far as, what is it, Pike
No,
Street.
so they have to make the left
Yeah,
at St. James. They cannot go straight.
I've been on the M15 where there's another bus, and they have the car, and they have to wait till one of them passes so that he can go.
Of course, because Madison Street's not wide enough.
How many incidents of pedestrian fatalities have there been documented where you're doing these bump outs?
I see.
So this is improvements overall. Like I don't have the safety data in my mind, but this is shortening the crossing and beautifying the entrance.
But the question is, why is it necessary? Why is it necessary? Why are we spending that money making it inconvenient if it's not hurting anybody? If you have no incidents, or if you have one incident in 20 years,
where do you think we should focus more resources on?
Let's be clear. We want Park Row reopened to car traffic.
4 vehicle lanes like it
This, look how many lanes this is. Look how wide this is. And you've cut off complete access with no actual proposal to ever reopen a very important junction to Chinatown.
So our current proposal is not cutting off any possibility to reopen.
There's a possibility.
Well, no. I'm not asking you about cutting off the possibility. What is the plan to reopen Park Row to car traffic, period?
So for this near-term project, we're not talking about reopen or not reopen.
This is a
So then
temporary.
what's the point?
This is temporary.
This is a near-term.
this
Then
isn't
what's the
temporary.
point?
Once they do this, they're not going to remove it. It's just like the bike
Yeah,
lanes.
just like Park Row was temporarily closed because of security concerns. 20 years later, it's never been
I
reopened.
understand your concern, but we are doing a larger capital project.
No, we understand that the larger car.
But
We
you're
already talked
saying
about
this
that.
is Chinatown connection, so this is the connection,
This
and then
project
you're not
focuses on
addressing it.
So this project focuses on pedestrian and bike connection. I understand it doesn't address your concern of private vehicle access. I understand that. But the near-term connection do focus on pedestrian and bike connection.
But again, our question is, where did you hear about danger to pedestrians and bike safety when there's been no reports of any accident?
You could have been. You could have been a triple zero. But I feel like I know you.